Welcome back, guys. That's terrible timing. The car is just leaving. Philippe is going straight to the farm and I'm going to edit this episode. I'm excited to share some updates with you. I know it's been a brief while. It's springtime right now and there's a lot going on at the farm, and what can I say? Trying to document everything as you go whilst you're also trying to set up everything as fast as you can. Sometimes it just doesn't work out great, but we've got lots of news for you and I hope you will enjoy it. I wanted to also give a quick shout out to everybody who already subscribed to our channel. It's very early days and we are going towards the 500, so thank you very, very much. And for those of you watching that haven't subscribed yet, please do take a moment. It would help us greatly. We are trying to build a channel here. And for those of you new to this channel, let me quickly introduce ourselves. I'm Sophie, my partner is called Philippe, and we have spent the last 12 years of our life cooking delicious farm-to-table dishes on our farm-to-table restaurant. So we specialize in food that heals and that is in support of a healthy gut and a healthy future, a healthy world, food that makes you feel good. And we are going to showcase everything on our new farm, 5.5 hectares in central Portugal. We're excited about it. We're sharing the whole journey, and the end of this journey will be in the kitchen preparing wonderful and delicious things, and in the meanwhile showing you all the great growing techniques and all the animal fun that's happening on the farm. We hope you enjoy. So let's recap what we've been doing on the farm since we've arrived. We have fenced the entire perimeter of the farm and we've done quite a lot of earthworks that were meant to make flooding a part of the past. Unfortunately, we haven't quite succeeded yet. Then we've also made these improvised compost heaps that are very temporary because, God, are they ugly. And many of you, of course, will also remember the renovation of this dilapidated barn into a functional workshop. By far, one of the most rewarding things we've done on the farm so far has been building up the professional gardens. We started off with a test garden, which is now producing, and then we quickly moved on to planting all our perennial trees. We planted a total of 120 fruit and nut trees in what we now call orchard and nut field. In terms of livestock, we have added laying hens, broilers for meat, and of course a small herd of sheep to manage our grass. Recently, we moved our tunnel to higher grounds and we set up a larger second vegetable garden. In these past 2 weeks, spring really has erupted and the meadows are full of life, wildflowers and happy bird singing. Our kids were overjoyed this week as they got to collect the very first eggs from our young layers. Woo! And I've been over the moon since I get to enjoy so many different wildflowers. But of course, as all in life, not all is always hunky-dory. Reality is that setting up the irrigation on our farm has been a true nightmare. The guy who's helping us has been less than dependent, even though we like him dearly as a person, but we have been delayed, and now with spring hitting, we are getting a little nervous. We have a total of 7 different water sources on the farm, and the areas that need to be irrigated the most are the new orchard and of course the vegetable gardens. In order for our irrigation systems to work, we needed to lay a lot of pipe and hook up different parts of our farm to electricity. This took forever, but that wasn't bad enough. Now that all the pipes are laying, the guy is not showing up yet to put the electricity functioning. The survival of our fruit trees and our new garden depended on it, so Philippe installed the irrigation for our new permanent garden by hand. With the help of Philippe's late grandfather's old diesel pump, we now pump the water up to the building where we have a tank. From there, it gravity feeds into the drip system which Philippe installed. A drip system is a great way to irrigate your garden as there is very little water use and very little evaporation. We dug in the main pipe where we have to pass by car and installed a filter. Then everything was done and we could start irrigating. No more hand irrigating. Hooray! That saved us a lot of time. Then Philippe did what he could for Nutfield and the new orchard. He leveled out the land and installed 2 1,000-liter tanks and laid out all the piping. We have all the material ready, but unfortunately, until we're hooked up to the electricity, this field will have to wait. This same morning, we found out that our chickens needed their wings clipped because we found them outside of the coop. We found out that one of our old pear trees had been infested with fire blight. Fire blight is a disease that kills blossoms and shoots and causes dieback of branches from cancers, or aphidosaurs. Severe fire blight causes trees to die, and young leaves and shoots will bend down, forming the shape of a hook.
Trees with multiple infected shoots may appear scorned by fire, hence the nickname fire blight. I acted quickly and went down to the tree to take out all the infected leaves. There are a few key rules. First off, disinfect your cutters afterwards. Secondly, collect all your leaves into a plastic bag and then burn them or discard of them off-site. This is important if you don't want the bacteria to spread to other trees on your farm. And then we went straight to our homeopathic treatment. We've been doing this for years and find it extremely effective, but it has to be said that preventative care is better than treating it in a stage like this. So we'll have to wait and see if it works out. For this treatment, you have to dilute 8 globules of causticum, which is an extract of potassium, into 150 milliliters of water. You then dilute that back into 10 liters and spray that onto the plant every 3 days for the coming weeks. Because fire blight is a systemic bacterial infection, we might have to cut down the tree if it doesn't get any better to prevent other trees from getting infected. But let's hope for the best. I finished that day by just taking some time laying in the hammock and contemplating life, and getting some tan on these white legs, of course.
That was it for another episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for subscribing. And those of you who haven't, you know what to do. See you on the next one. The Farming Chefs. Peace out.